Hi fam, Mushu here. Just want to wish everybody a happy and safe Halloween. I hope everyone is having fun with their friends or family just in spooky season, doing fun spooky little things. If you guys are doing get-togethers, just be safe. It's still a crazy world out there, but I'm sure everybody's staying safe and all the little kitties are having fun getting their treats or causing mayhem and causing tricks. Who knows? But it's spooky season and anything goes. No live today, obviously. I just wanted to do a little video because I liked being able to go live every week to check in with people and just talking about characters and stuff. But I figured because it's Halloween and I'm sure a lot of people have a lot of plans with their friends and family, that to just do a video today. And also I wanted to make a couple of little announcements really quick. I am planning on opening up my store. I'm hoping to launch it in November, ideally. But you guys will get updates on that and everything else. I'm just trying to figure out what engine I would like to put it on, because I used to have an Etsy, but now I'm debating on attaching it to my actual website or just open up my Etsy again. Who knows? We shall see, and you guys will find out once I launch it. I do have some of the products that I am planning on selling. One of them is Haunted Plant stickers. I have this single sticker, which are going to be printed as clear ones now. This one is an old one I had printed on regular, like, white waterproof paper at the time. But I'm planning on printing them as clear stickers because they seem pretty cool as clear stickers when I did a trial run. I'm also going to be selling sticker packs. One of the sticker packs I'm going to be selling is one of the studio cats. So it will be Kimaru, our studio production manager, the art director. Haku, who's, I joke around to say he's the engineer, but in reality, he just eats snacks all day. So Haku will be in there too. And then of course, Maki, is gonna be, this is a tribute sticker to her. But yeah, Maki will be in there too. She's basically the emotional support kitty and the nap time manager. She always helped me make sure I took my breaks when she was around. Oh no, things fell down. Sorry about that. My desk moves a lot, so I'm sorry if you notice moving in my camera. I'm also going to have these sticker packs of tentacles that I made a while ago for a convention. Back when I used to attend conventions. It's going to be a pack of 8, 2 of each tentacle in it. These are just going to be stickers. And then I also have these other tentacle stickers that I made a while back. And since they are laminated, you can use a dry erase marker on them to write like little notes to yourself. Or write like to-do lists or whatever. These are stickers, so you can stick them on anything that you want to have like this tentacle sticking out saying, hey, don't forget to do this or whatever. I do want to make these into magnets one day, but right now they're just stickers. So if anyone is interested in magnet forms, who knows, that might happen. So those are just a couple of merch things I want to sell on there. And also I'm going to be selling prints again and hopefully a couple of other things, but you'll see that once the site is launched. Again, that is hopefully going to happen in November before the holidays, because that's pre-holiday season, it feels like nowadays. Also, I'm going to have new designs of Haunted Plants. You guys remember this was a sketch a while ago that I posted. I don't know if it was just in my story, but I posted this a while back. These are my Haunted Plant stickers that I'm planning on making a pack of, other than the 4 of my paintings I made a while ago. Those are going to, those and these are going to be a separate packs of their own. And then there's still going to be the original sticker by itself as well. I'm not sure if these are going to be clear or they're going to be like white background stickers. Haven't decided that yet. Probably going to do a test run of both and see how that goes. So stay tuned for that. Alright, now with all the announcing done, one of my dear friends, Liv Sage, you can find them on Liv Sage Art. I don't know if there's an underscore between art and Liv Sage, but Liv Sage Art, who I did a interview with, and we did the protagonist and antagonist of sci-fi when we were talking about character design and our favorite things about character design, did an October prompt. It was called Crafttober, and it was basically a list of different prompts people can do in any kind of form, in craft form, illustrated, so on and so forth. Now this year, sorry if my voice cracks, this year I decided not to do Inktober, mostly because I got very busy with commission work and some freelance stuff that I'm still in the midst of working on, also having a 9-to-5 job. So the smartest thing was not to participate in Inktober this year, but I decided that since it's October 31st to do her last prompt. And Liv's last prompt is tooth. So I figured for them, as a little surprise, I would do this prompt. And I know they're going to see this video eventually, but either way, I figured why not draw a haunted tooth? Because we don't know what happens with teeth. Maybe they are a demonic entity that take over our mouths when they're very agitated. They cause us severe pain and hope to possess our bodies, our mortal forms. Or are they just misunderstood ghosts after they're pulled out and have a life of their own and they wander the abyss of nothing without a mouth to live in? Who knows? But one thing for sure is I'm going to make it really cute. So, during my ventures of going through all my crafty stuff and so on in my little art corner of my studio, I found all these random sheets of tiny paper. Well, I can't say tiny paper. Random sheets of paper that I already taped off the corners. And I figured, hey, I might as well use these up. So I've decided I'm going to draw their last prompt tooth as a haunted tooth, as if it was like the haunted plants, but a little different because it obviously doesn't have a plant inside of it. But I figured I'd do a haunted tooth for their prompt today. This paper, sorry it took me a while. This paper, I don't know what kind of paper it is. I think it's a mixed media smooth tooth, if anyone's curious of what I'm drawing this prompt on. I think I just taped off a lot of random scrap papers in hopes to draw like little illustrations on them. When I was doing conventions, I would sell some random original pieces of like random fan art characters or random like cute characters I would just create, and surprisingly people pick those up a lot. Because some people like just to have your rendition, or even if they go to a convention and can't find their favorite character, and even if you have one original drawing of it, that brings a person joy. So that was just something I started doing when I was doing conventions. So after moving to Washington State and 2020 happening, I couldn't do conventions, so I think I just stored all these papers and didn't find them until recently. So I figured it'd be cool to do a little random illustration every once in a while on one of these papers. One, to use them all up. Two, I probably would do a raffle or gift them off to people. If you like that idea, drop a comment in this video or just heart it as a like to this video, because if you guys like a raffle idea of me doing these and you really like it, I don't mind just raffling off the piece of artwork. Because honestly, these sheets of paper would just sit in one of my folders until somebody I show goes, hey, I really like that, and I either give it to them, but if they want to pay me for it, they could buy it. It really just depends. So that would be something fun to do. And it also will make me fill up the rest of those papers pretty quickly, because it's like a tiny stack and they vary in size. So honestly, you could get something this small or something bigger. I'm just going off of the size that it is. But yeah, so I think this is a smooth tooth mixed media paper. The washi tape is like those Disney bean. I don't remember what the game is called, but I pulled out my Cheshire lip balm to show what they look like, but it was like these little bean things. So it's like the Disney washi tape with a bunch of a couple of different characters that look like that. It was really cute washi tape. I think this was the last of the roll because like the rest of these sheets are covered in it. And I was like, okay, yeah, this was a while ago. So it's funny how washi tape reminds you of how long ago you had certain things. But yeah, so those are only two things on this piece of paper. And I'm just gonna use my Colo-erase. I think this is violet. I have another one somewhere. Yeah, it's Colo-erase violet pencil to sketch out this haunted tooth. So here we go. And of course my Tombow dust catch mono mono eraser. So I love it. It's been one of my favorite erasers to use all the time. And our little accents, I made a little pumpkin out of Sculpey and my squishy little green kitty. Thought they would be great spooky season accents. So here we go. So whenever I'm drawing a haunted plant or like a cutesy character like this in like a form that doesn't have like a bone or anatomy, I try to think of like where I want its face to be or how its back or spine is arching to do like that super animated like jump and stuff, like how these guys are. Like that one is kind of facing down, this guy he's more upward, this one looks like he ideally was like hopping this way, this one is a stationed character here. So to achieve that, I often just do the infamous like plus sign, but I make it more animated, so it'll be like a swoosh to a swoosh, and that could either be me acting out the spine here and just having the idea of like if I'm gonna have his bent backward, like is he gonna be bent like slouching, or is his back gonna be arched because he's jumping forward. It just gives you an anchor for that idea. And then usually when I make this line, for me it's usually like where I want their face to be or the next action point of whatever else I have going on with the drawing. But yeah, so the tooth, let's say we have it like hopping, right? Do we have it hopping that it looks like it's doing this or doing this? I think it would be cuter if it was like angled upward, kind of like it's hopping happy, like that. And teeth are weird. So teeth have this like ability, and it also depends what kind of tooth you're drawing, because molars are different than fangs and so on and so forth. But teeth, if you think about it, they have like this bulge, a little divot, and then the part of your tooth that's in your gum. So this here, and I was trying to think about like a back, I keep saying molar, I'm not sure if I'm saying these things right, it's been a while. The one of these back teeth, so I wanted it that you see the grooves of the inside of the tooth a little bit to get an idea that that's the tooth down, because this where the root is, it's embedded in your mouth, and they look very different depending on like everyone's teeth are different, like everybody's mouths. That's why in like if you watch forensic stuff like me, when they tell you, oh, we checked the teeth x-rays, and it's like your fingerprint in a way. But every tooth is rooted into the gums differently. Oh my god, look how, oh, already I have a vision for this dude, and I'm naming it a dude even though it's like doesn't have a gender, and just felt like saying dude because dude to me is genderless. That's just me, everybody has their own opinion. So let's do like little dot thingies. Oh my god, this is gonna be so cute. Okay, and then let's do a little shadow here. Shadow's very, honestly, I would tell people make sure your shadow fits under where your character's gonna be, but this is gonna be so cute. Oh my god, I can't even. So since this is a tooth, so the idea with the haunted plants is that the plants are getting a little more dysfunctional because too many spirits are trying to embed themselves in it. Like, and that's why the pot is just like distressed and trying, because the plants are like angry about like being overly populated by spirits. Like, I guess this tooth, like, I don't want to make it evil, but at the same time, it probably would look cute. Or do I make it happy? And that's just the simplest way of doing it, is that I like to kind of do the old school, like just black eye for the haunted plants. And making it happy will just be so simple as like just giving it that cheek arch thing that you get from when you're smiling. People say you're smiling and your eyes look like that. I would just do like that with the haunted plant. The distress will just be opposite, and sometimes I'll just draw an extra line to show how distressed the character is. It's just, those are like the lines for your wrinkles under your eye, especially if you have bags and you fill it in like that. Ooh, so many choices. I kind of like this one to make it like overly happy, like it's free. So let's do that. Let's do an overly happy tooth. He's just like, I'm so free. No one could put me back in, for I'm free. Let's see little thingies on the side of his. Oh my god, it's so cute. Alright, so we could give it a happier, evil smile. Oh my god. It's precious. I can't even. I just can't even. That's the other thing. When I draw my plants and stuff, when I start getting them like cutesy like this, it reminds me of like a lot of my animations I did back when I was in college, because I went to school for multimedia and animation, and sometimes I would draw these little cute characters like this because they were just easier, especially with the time constraint of classes and stuff. And I was working too much at the time when I was in college. That's a story for a different day. That I would draw these cute little characters, and oh my god, look at that smile. It just looks so happy. I can't. I just can't. It's too cute. But yeah, I would draw little characters like this because they were just easy. Just kind of like my Panic Pantry guys, which are like little food characters I draw every once in a while, but they're all freaked out. Like that kind of stuff. Just so cute. Alright, so every haunted plant has this weird Beetlejuice inspired Tim Burton tongue. So we have to give it a tongue. But the question is this: it's spooky season. Does it have candy? Maybe it has a tongue and it's happy because it's got a little bag full of candy. Okay, it's happening. So we'll draw it like this, and we'll put the bag of candy here. Oh my god, he's so happy. He's like, I'm gonna get all the candies I want, and nobody gonna stop me. Oh my goodness, he's happy. And the best thing when you're like drawing cute things like this, you don't have to be perfect with like drawing certain objects. Like, you don't have to make every single anatomy the same. Like, this looks more exciting with the drawing because it's a bit distorted versus being a proper like bag. The candy sticking out, like that's your cheating profile version versus like creating something like that has movement to it, and like the movement will be like that, like it's swinging, just like the tooth is hopping and happy. We gotta give the tooth devil horns. Oh my god, it's dressed up for Halloween. So we gotta make sure its band fits like over the molar. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, this is just perfect. Oh my goodness. I'm having way too much fun with this. Gotta make sure the tongue is perfect. Because then the bag comes over here and over there. And then we put little candies in there, little wrappers, some candy corn, some big bars of stuff. I draw candy very generic for these things. I'm like, yeah, this is what a candy bar looks like. Everyone knows what a candy bar looks like. And it's always like the old school candy drawings. Oh wait, what's gonna be on its bag? Okay, so the bag, I want everything inside me wants to say, draw a pumpkin. Draw a little pumpkin, Melissa. That'd be cute, you know? I'm like, do I really want to draw a pumpkin? It is a little devil horn, like little devil tooth. Like, you need something better than that. Oh. The ghost would be so basic. Alright. We'll do the little pumpkin. We'll do a little pumpkin. My pumpkin's gonna probably look like an apple. There we go. I'll probably give it the classic jack-o'-lantern smile when I ink it, because this pencil is at its end, so I'm sure even if I sharpen it, it won't get as far as I need it to be. Oh my god, he's so happy. I'll do that. It's so cute. Oh my god, this came out better than I thought it was gonna be. And now, because we know they have the classic weird, like, jack-o'-lantern smiles. Oh my gosh. So cute. Let's color that in. Let's see what he looks like. Oh. I can't wait to ink this guy. He's just so cute. All right, here we go. Look how cute he is. Oh my god. I'm done. I am like so done. Now, whenever it's like something like this and I get paralyzed from inking, I will walk away from it for a bit. But today we can't even do that because today we have to get it done. And inking these are not gonna, oh my god, so cute. I need to put ghosties around him. I just realized he doesn't have a ghostie around him. So, do I just have him floating by? Because technically it was pulled out. And he could be happy as can be without a ghostie in him. So, I could have like a ghostie just on the sides. Snap, he's so cute. They're like, woo. Maybe I'll do one up here. Because technically the tooth has been liberated from the mouth. And he's having fun on his own. He don't need no teeth. He don't need no teeth. Oh my god. Look at him, man. He's like, ee, ee. Okay, let me stop. Now we have to stop. Okay. Let's take a gummy eraser and get up some of this so we can start inking it. My question is this: should I just use Copic on his horns, or should I use actual red ink, which I have? I think we're gonna go with red ink. I mean, like, it's a prompt. We're not participating in Inktober, and like, I think it'd just be great if we use regular ink on the horns. So let's see. And then I guess the other question is, do I want to ink this in black or sepia? Questions that need answers. Okay. First things first, let's clean him up. All right. Yeah, I'm sorry for the shaking camera. Now I'm gonna just go over with this to get some extra off of here. Really lighten it up. Let me actually do this like kind of off camera to kind of keep the table from shaking. Sorry guys. The silly thing is my camera is mounted to the table. It's just me shaking the table just in general. I actually have to mount the camera on a separate arm to keep it from shaking, which sometimes I still shake the other spot that it's on, so I just try my best to try not to shake my table, but I still do it. Okay, that's a little cleaner. Usually I don't do this, but lately I have with some of my pieces. I tend to just scan it and then or I'll just take vellum and like scan and do it digitally, or I'll just take vellum and take ink over the vellum over here. Like the vellum is this, and then like I'll trace it on the vellum and then scan it in if I want like the raw ink like color of it, or I'll transfer it with transfer paper onto another surface to do an ink test and not compromise the sketch. But of course when it's commission work and stuff, this is how it usually goes down, except the fact that I kind of do more transfers than anything. Okay, so let's see, what are we inking with? Can't think too long on this. Do I want to do sepia or do I want to do black? That's the real question. I'm gonna go crazy and I'm gonna ink it purple. Yeah, I went there. This is a purple Micron PN pen. So let's see. I'm gonna try my best to not put my head in the camera, and this part might be time lapsed because it takes me a while to ink things. So sorry about that. And yeah, so might do a time lapse on this part. Okay, so give me a second. Okay, we're back. So yeah, we got this guy all inked up. I'm gonna take another eraser too and just try to clean up some of these other areas real quick. And then we're going to do brush and ink, which, oh, I do also have this watercolor palette here. We might use some of that too. The question is brushes. I'm gonna attempt to do it all one little weird watercolor brush I have. I think I have another one too that I can probably use for some other stuff. I can probably use that one too. Alright. We also need some water and we need water and paper towel. Things appeared. I did pause the video for a minute, sorry. Yeah. Just wet some brushes real quick. And I think I'm going to try to do some weird like tone to kind of like give it a shadow. It is a bit purple, so let's see if we could create some like lightly purplish maroony shadow that's like very dilute for it. So a little bit. Also, I'm hoping this paper is mixed media because I just realized I'm doing a watercolor wash on here and I'm not sure if its paper is meant for it. So this is still hoping. This wash is probably really light and you guys probably can't see it right now, but it's happening. White little blushy. I'm so excited. It's like, oh my god, it's happening. I'm free. I'm free from the confines of the mouth. And I could get all the snacks I want. And no one can stop me. The watercolors I'm using, if you're curious, is a mixture of Daniel Smith watercolors. One of my friends let me squeeze some colors that they had out into this little palette here, so I've been using them as I go. I unfortunately did not write down what colors they were, but it's like this purple here I'm mixing with one of these red orange one. This might be quinacridone gold. I am not sure, but it might be. And I don't know what version of purple this is, but it is like a warmer purple. And I'm just mixing those two together. It's got a little bit of that red in there too. That's next to this, I think it's quinacridone gold, so something between those two. Usually I will have a list of what I'm using. In past videos you guys have just been seeing what I use, and sometimes I write down the brands. That palette was just a palette a friend just gave me some colors to test, so I was just really testing the quality of the watercolors, more of the versions of them. Now I'm gonna use like this random orange here to color the bag a little bit. Now for ghosties, I'm gonna just do this blue here. Yeah. All right, there's that. So now let's do its horns. Well, we were gonna do ink for the horns, so. We'll do it with the smaller brush first for those little tight areas that my big brush can't get to. This is Liquitex acrylic ink that's being used. Oh, I did that all with just the one brush. Okay. Oh my god, he's getting cuter every moment. Alright. I don't know what color to make the eyes. I kinda wanna make it a bright yellow. Almost like fluorescent-y. I guess I'll use this Equaline yellow. Lemon yellow 205. This is a watercolor marker, so you could take water to it, and it's very juicy, so I'm trying really hard not to oversaturate this paper because I already noticed it got lifted up. So this might be more of a marker paper, and since the Equalines are more of like watercolor markers, they're just really juicy. You can't really see that right there, but another video I'll probably show you how juicy they are. But we use an Equaline. And now we gotta like color the tongue. I've never colored their tongues before. I guess I could kind of like go with the Tim Burton-y like black and white, like in Beetlejuice with the sandworm. Yeah, I've never colored their tongues before. I might just do it that bluish tone with a purplish blackish tone, maybe. I don't know. Let's see how that looks first. Just dilute this a lot because we need it just light. Let's start with the inside tone that we're going to start with. Let that dry for a little bit. I'll probably go in more with this maroon to define some of the shadow more. We need a little darker, not too dark, just a little bit. A little dash of darkness and mayhem. Little dash of darkness and mayhem. Light dash. You know, if a kid ever came to my house dressed like a giant tooth with horns on it, I will probably go, you get all the big bars for just wearing a giant tooth costume with devil horns. Because you know where it's at. You know there's a conspiracy with the Tooth Fairy. You understand. And the kid and I will exchange glances and we will have a mutual understanding. Like, oh my goodness, this is just getting cuter and cuter. I didn't even I don't know how I thought this was gonna turn out. I'm just like, oh my god, I like it. I like it so much. It makes me want to cry. I'm joking, I'm not gonna cry. Or am I? Am I gonna cry? Not today. Just because it's cute doesn't mean you need to spread the tears of sorrow upon it. You might smudge it. You might smudge it. Oh. He's so cute. Like, ooh. Party foul, guys. Don't mind that. We're gonna fix it. It's because when you're an artist and you're a little bit impatient, you just kind of blend certain tones together. You're like, oh. Oh, I probably should have waited. Okay. It's coming out pretty cute, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I'm proud of this baby. Alright, let's make the other part of the tongue this violety purple I have here. Just gotta dilute it a lot. It's like dead pale person. Purple. I don't know. Dead pale person purple. Can you imagine going to a hardware store and going, can I get that pale person purple right there? It really looks like death and decay. Can I get that one right there, Seth? And the guy's just like, what? It's like, yeah, it's just got the essence of the dead. You know, like a zombie. That's what I'm trying to go for. The zombie look in my house, you know. Just trying to bring it back so the kids can enjoy themselves. And then the clerk is just like, I guess I understand what you're saying. This guy's kind of creeping me out. And then we use that orange. So I'm just gonna go ham with whatever colors I feel like for the candy bags. Because I feel like okay, so I was in the store the other day and I was just looking at the variations of candy. And I'm like, okay, candy, yeah, I better get candy at the Halloween party. I'm going, yeah. You know, like, just stuff like that. Like a weirdo, because that's just how I am. I'm a freaking weirdo. So I'm at the convenience store and I realized, like, they really just color the candy whatever, like, Halloween color they could think it is. They're like, oh, let's just make all these wrappers, like, purple. Or no, let's make all these... Sorry, it took me a minute. I was like, wait, candy corn has white, orange... I'll be yellow, then orange. That's what it is. Okay. But since it's in here, it's gonna look kind of crazy. Oh, well. But yeah, it's always like, well, let's make all these wrappers black because, you know, zombies and stuff. Or let's make this like this and that. Because, you know, it's just like, there's no adventure in your candy color selections here, you know? Like, kids just go after whatever they want, it looks like. They're like, hey, it's sweet and it's good enough for me. And I'm just like, okay. So the marketing teams are like, they don't care. They're going to rip through this stuff anyway. Hence, the candy bag just kind of looks like it's put together. I'm probably going to go over it with, like, a marker just to do some shadows or whatever. But, yeah, I just didn't get really adventurous with the candy. Mostly because this video, I thought I was just going to stop it at ink. But then we went coloring, and now, we're getting pretty far with this, you know? We're going to just go with the flow, and, good times to come, you know? Good times to come. There we go. There we go. Let's color that strap, you know. The strap needs a color to it, doesn't it? I'm just saying. Just saying, you know, just saying. Oh, he looks cute. Alright, I need to do something around this border. And with that, it's probably going to be mixing a purple and a blue together to make this dark purplish blue that I love to, like, mix all the time for my painting sometimes. It's a problem. And I enjoy it. Don't mind me. Alright. And just go around the edges. Spooky. Ooh. And just go crazy. No real placement. It's just creating some kind of vortex. Something to please the spirits, and let's just please the spirits. It's just some kind of crazy thing, okay? Something to appease them. She's got to... Well, I guess I'm doing it this way, okay. Looks like we are still going to take a Posca pen to this. Because at first I wasn't. I was like, oh no, it's fine. I don't need to do any of that. My hand and eye corners are perfectly fine here. But I guess I'm taking a Posca pen to this. It don't hurt. It don't hurt nobody to put some Posca pen in that. It'd be a good time to add some Posca. Posca just wants to be included. You know, just can't get past this cute little thing. Just tormenting everyone, wanting candy. Please, give me candy. I've escaped the mouth, and now I want candy. Passer goer be like, oh, that kid's dressed really cute. Wait, how is he hopping around like that? Don't look, it's not nice. These costumes have just gotten really fancy over the years, honey. Don't worry about it. But why is that kid just okay? Alright. So I gotta wait for that to dry a bit. And then I'll take a Posca pen toward it. So yeah, let's let that dry, and we'll be back after these messages. Alright, So I think it's dry now. Oh, that was water from something else. I was like, what is that? All right, yep, it's dry now. So let's move that because that's covered in with wet paint. See if my Posca pen is gonna work today. Yay! All right. Oh, it's still kind of wet. I think I need a new one. That's opaque. The Posca is not showing up as much because the watercolor is still wet on this paper. Sometimes I don't mind that. I find that it gives me more of a lighter accent than from what I'm trying to do. So sometimes I'm okay with it and I just let it go because it still makes my drawing like not completely sink into like the watercolor background. It kind of gives you like that light, almost airbrushy hue. But the ghost, however, I want to pop out more, so I think I might have to use this. This one is a Faber Castell Pitt brush pen, white, and it does write pretty white. I'm gonna see if I can use this with my ghosties. Yeah, it's still sinking into the watercolor. It's fine though. Let's just try to lighten up some of it because I couldn't get all the way around some of them. But this would make them like kind of stick out a little more from the background. I always do that to clean my tips or brushes off depending on what I'm using, because when paint is wet and it picks up another one, you don't want it to stain, you know. All right, actually looks kind of cool if I did it over it. Ooh, I like that. All right, see if I can use it to correct some of this spotting that I made by accident. Okay. This one is Signal White gel pen. This tends to stay pretty more opaque over watercolor and stuff. Mostly when it's not wet still, but even when it's wet, you can see here it's still working with it. I don't mind it. I kind of like the light versus a big bright opaque white. Only time I use like bright opaque whites is if I really want something to pop out, or if I really want like a true white border. But when it's like this, it feels a little more lighthearted and natural, I guess. I don't know. It's like it gives you that light hue without being overpowering, which I do enjoy with some of these pieces versus having a straight white like outline. I have to go back in with my PN pen because I didn't realize my Posca bled over to my marker. I hope I did this prompt justice. I know we definitely made something cute. Okay. But of course, I'm gonna just go over with a black liner for certain things I wanted to be darker. Actually, I'll do it with the purple PN because, like, I have to do some touch up in this drawing anyway. So. Instead of putting black line on this, I'm gonna just hatch some purple on it since it's already lined in purple. There we go. There we go. And let's touch this up down here. A little bit here. I also, I think, have some paint on my hand. I'm not trying to smudge the drawing itself. I like lining with different color liners sometimes because, like, I don't know, it just gives a different characteristic to your drawing versus using black, which is very, like, in your face. Like, the purple you can see is dark, but it kind of still gives you more of that softer, like, dark touch versus, like, how harsh black can be. And go over these lines since I accidentally colored over some of the bolder lines with the Posca. There you go. Alright, ghosties. Let me get his lip here too a little more. Alright. Let's do some lines here. Some little accenty line things. Just to get a little more character in the teeth. There we go. Draw some lines on the bag. And then, but of course, I'm gonna use, I wonder how pale that lavender is. I don't know if I can use that one. I just want a light, dull paleness to the bag. Two of them. Let's try it. Yeah, that's too light. I want more of a bluish tinge that isn't overpowering. Let's try. Okay, we'll try this one. That might do. Yeah, that'll do. And this is Copic color B93 I can't. I know my glasses on. But B93 is light crockery blue? Interesting name. I'm not. I have to look that up. Okay. So we use that. I'm gonna use some of it on the tongue to like dark. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Just a little darkening. Nothing too serious. Not too much. Just a little bit. It's cute. Alrighty. Let's throw some of that in the eyes. The ghosties. Like, ooh. Darken it a little bit. Just have that light hue of blue inside. And then I pulled out these fluorescents just to kind of like make some stuff pop. I think that would be cute. And then just do some for the horns. Kind of make them have a light something on them. And just and then I needed this to lighten up the white on the candy part here. Make the candy a little more fun. And of course I'm gonna go over a little Posca to really make some stuff like pop like firecrackers. Alright, aw, he's super cute. How cute he came out. Aw, best bean. Alright, let's take this tape off. And then, yeah. So, thanks for joining me on this little session here of how to draw a haunted tooth, I guess. And coming up with them and like giving them all its proper toothy needs. Let's see if we could pull this washi tape without destroying the world. I mean, this tape has been on here for a while, so I gotta go very slow. There you go. And it doesn't help that it folds over to the other side, so if the other side gets ripped, I'm not too worried about it. You take your finger, put some oils in there, and look, you fixed the paper a little bit. Gotta use your finger oils. But the front is what I care about. I don't want it to get messed up. But I think when I place this washi tape on here, I also kind of detacked it by putting it on my pants or on my skin. On my skin, my flesh. Oh no! It's okay, it added character. I hate when that happens. That was because I was a little trigger happy. Don't be trigger happy with your drawings. Go slow with it. Just like we go get jiggy with it. No, that's gonna bother me. Alright, let's lower it. Okay, I think I got all the grody-ness off of it now. There goes our little tooth guy. He's so cute. Aw. We gotta sign him. Alright guys, I hope you guys have a great spooky evening. Enjoying whatever you enjoy, whether it's snacks, good company with friends, hanging out with family, or just staying home watching horror flicks with your cat. I know that's what I do sometimes, but tonight's different. Anyway, but yeah, hope you guys have a good Halloween. Thanks for sitting through this while I drew this little haunted tooth dude. Yeah, and if you're not already following Live Sage Art, go do it. They are an amazing artist and one of my closest friends, and I hope they like this little tooth dude I did from their prompts. Alright, have a good evening, and I'll see you later, fam. Bye.